Let's have a quick look at the price action of Bngo, because Bngo right now definitely could be an absolute steal. The price of Bngo, as you can see on your screen, is around $6.86. Now, over the past 6 months, Bngo's price, well, it has fallen by a large amount. At the highs, we can see that the stock was over $15, so basically, yes, we are a little bit higher, but we're about half of the price, if not even 1/3 of the price, which we were at the ultimate highs for Bngo. The question is, with this actual growth happening over the past 5 days or so, does this one stand a bit of chance to grow back and see highs at that high again? Well, of course, nobody knows for sure, but tonight I'm giving you all of my personal thoughts and opinions, because Bngo is an interesting company, as you guys know. You guys will know from our previous videos that I do like the company. I think it has a lot going for it. But yeah, we're going to be looking at some of the most important piece of news and piece of information which I do think you should know. Again, this one is not going to be an in-depth fundamental video. We have done that before, and we will be doing that again in the very, very near future, perhaps some point later in the week, if not on the weekend. But yes, this one's just going to be a quick update, look at the price action, and a little bit of a look at the institutional ownership and some of those interesting things which you might want to know about the company. So, if you may enjoy that, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Again, this is not financial advice, it is just my opinion. I could be correct, I could be incorrect. Just make sure to do your own due diligence and come up with your own opinions. But yeah, Bngo has a lot of interesting stuff going for it at the moment. We're going to start off quickly by just recapping on how the price has been moving both over the past 5 days and over the past month. So let's just jump in and do that straight away. Well, if we start off today, we are seeing pretty bad things so far. I'm not going to lie to you guys, this day hasn't been great. Bngo has apparently fallen by around 10%. We can see it's down by about 70 cents, and again, that is not good. The price of Bngo over the past 5 days, however, is still doing quite well. We can see that from the start of the week 5 days ago, the price was now about $5.50, and of course since then we have climbed by quite a large amount, which is still very good. Now, if you go out to the 1 month chart, you will get a bit of context, as that sell-off from the highs over a few months ago is still on the charts. But yes, we have definitely made a bit of a recovery. And actually, if we do look at the numbers, we hit highs in the past month, which were around $8.26. So we're honestly not too far off that. We're about $1.50 off that, if not $2 off that. So you can see we are really not far from breaking past a new high for the 30 days, and we would love to see that. And again, this sell-off has been going on for a very long time. I think there are a number of factors for this. I think one, a lot of the markets have been quite treacherous anyway and quite hard to predict. Some stocks have really taken a beating over the past month or so, and on top of that, we do need to acknowledge the fact that obviously Bngo did see a large amount of growth in a short period of time, and subsequently I did believe it was kind of overpriced, even though it is a good company, but I thought it was overpriced in the fact that it was so high so quickly. I think subsequently it was bound to come down a bit. So ultimately, my opinion on it at least is that the combination of the large amount of sell-off in the whole market, and of course the amount of sell-off that was bound to happen for Bngo, definitely correlated and caused the price to go even lower. But that is what we have seen price action wise. Let's have a quick look at volume that we are seeing for Bngo stock today and over the past few days. So we can see on this candlestick chart that we are seeing that big recovery over the past few days, today being the first red day that we have seen in some time. If we can get a bit closer on that, if it will just allow me to turn this off, we can see that obviously Bngo on the 1 day charts definitely isn't doing too bad. So volume today was apparently 33 million, which again is pretty decent. If we can move out a little bit further, we will be able to see that volume for the previous day, for a bit of context, was 56 million. So it definitely has stepped down a bit from yesterday, but you know what, that's not necessarily a bad thing, as with today being a red candlestick, it does show that not the majority of people are selling, which is always a good thing. So most people do appear to still be holding, as not too much volume has gone through the stock today, which overall I do believe is a good thing in my personal thoughts. Now let's move on to some of the most interesting points of news when it comes to institutional ownership. So institutional ownership here is coming from fintel.io, in case you were wondering, and we can see the amount of institutional owners for this stock down here. So you have companies down here like Cutler Group. We can see they filed this on the 26th of the 4th, which is quite recent to be honest. We're seeing other companies in there like Simplex Trading. We can see we have one short, I do believe that is. I believe that that's a short, but yeah, we can see quite a lot of positions down here, and a lot of different companies and institutions are buying Bngo stock, and this is a big deal. It is a good deal. So if we can have a quick look a little bit closer, we might be able to see the amount of volume and the amount of price that the amount amount of people have purchased. So let's go up to the most high number of shares. We can see Vanguard have actually bought this stock quite recently. Now this was something that we did cover. This happened on the 12th of the 2nd. So again, quite a bit of time ago, but still quite recent as well. Then we do have companies like VTSMX, which is a Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, which is good as well. So that's another Vanguard. We can see Vanguard down here as well, and quite a few of the interesting funds, which definitely are still adding to Bngo. So this is very good. I think it definitely shows a lot of interest in Bngo going forwards. The question is, will ARK Invest buy in the future? Because I do believe that there is some potential for them to do that. As if we look at Bngo's business model in comparison to ARK Invest business model, I think that, ARK Invest definitely might have a lot of interest in Bngo, as it is definitely the type of company which they would invest in, being as it is quite innovative in its field. I think this could do them very well when it comes to future investment from ARK. So hopefully we can see that from ARK in the future. Let's have a quick look on Bngo website if we can. So let's go over to their website and have a quick look just to recap on some of the things which have happened recently, just to give you a quick understanding of what the company does. So we've done this before, we will do it again. Their website is looking quite nice today, we can see, and if we can get a bit of an understanding of what the company does, we can see that they basically work in discovering and helping people with diseases. Basically what they do is obviously biogenomics and genomics in general. So genomics is a very interesting field. Now I am no way qualified to talk about this, it's definitely way above my head, as people who do work in this area are very smart. However, it definitely can do things very good for the future for humankind. It can help people to potentially even sense diseases before illnesses from those diseases do show up, which is really interesting, and it really is good going forwards. I definitely would recommend having a quick look on their website in the future as well if you have not already, because it's a very interesting business model going forwards. I think it definitely has a real place in the world. So Bngo, would I buy this stock right now? Personally I would. I think it is a very good company. I definitely do. I think at $6.89 is quite cheap for what it is. I can see this one doubling in price. I can see it getting to $10, if not more. I think there is absolute possibility for that to happen in the next 12 months, if not sooner, if market conditions do remain good. And for that reason, I personally would say that Bngo is a buy. Just my personal thoughts though, I thought I would give you a quick video on it. So thank you for watching, see you soon, goodbye.